It's that time of the month again, where I've run out of ideas, and instead of sitting here roasting your builds, I'm gonna act like I like them. But I have a feeling this time it's gonna be a little cringier than normal, considering the very first one I see on the list is built in a microwave. The Galahad closed-loop liquid CPU cooler from Lee & Lee is available in white and black and are compatible with most CPU sockets on today's popular motherboards. Available in both 240 and 360 sizes, you're sure to get plenty of cooling for any of today's most demanding CPUs. Sophisticated RGB lighting with 47 addressable LEDs means you can customize the Galahad to match any aesthetic you choose. To see the full list of compatibility of Lee & Lee's new Galahad AIO, click the link in the description below. All right, so this time around I asked you guys to show me your best and worst gaming rooms. So it's easy for you to just show us your tower, but it's harder to make it all tie into some sort of a theme in a room. So this time I asked for the best and the worst. We are using Jay, what do you think 2 as our hashtag this time around. We're gonna kick things off here with Lucas Cavalcante. Microwave case mod. Does it count as a case mod if all you did was literally stick it in a microwave? I dare you to turn the microwave on. So it's an Arzen. We're off to a great start. I love how he calls it an Electrolux case mod because that's the name of the microwave I'm assuming here. He's got a fan on the side right here, so I'm gonna hope this is not a functioning microwave. He's got a fan right here, so I'm really curious as to if that's maybe just open on the back over there so it can pull air through. Is there something custom in the buttons over here? Oh, he put the Ryzen sticker for hamburger. Wait, it's not Ryzen, it's Radeon, I'm stupid. It's a Radeon hamburger edition. I love how everything is in Spanish or whatever. Pipoca, pipoca. I want the pipoca, for movies. Anyway, do I look Spanish to you? The only Spanish I know is the food I stick in my face. I can tell you I've never seen a microwave case before. So homemade PC desk, something I have been asked to do so many times on this channel, but I truly have no desire to do it because I'll never use it. And then that will just take up so much space. I'm not a fan of PC desks, if you will, but he's got quite the pop cap collection. Are these all Star Wars? What do we got here? No, we got a collection of stuff here. So I got some Star Wars, looks like we got some anime stuff, we got some horror stuff, some Deadpool. It's a bit of, is that Assassin's Creed right there? Looks like it, huh?
Wait, did you just call them pos caps? I think you're combining pos caps.
Pos caps and Funko Pop.
Make sure
Funko Pos caps. Funko Pop caps. We got some Avengers. I like how the Avengers at least are separated up here. You know, I've said a million times, one of the reasons why I can't have a glass tabletop is because I'm known to smash the desk during those intense gaming sessions. And I can just imagine it'd be like that Skittles commercial of like, you can't touch anything or it turns into Skittles and it's like, only it'd be, instead of Skittles all over the floor, it'd be glass. For homemade, not too bad, not too bad. Looks like it's got it just in sort of the corner of the room right there. No PC specs, but anyway, he caught my attention, though I guess he makes it in the video. Oh look, here we go, the super original Dynamic 011, or an 011 Dynamic case. You know, 2 of my friends this week built PCs in 011 Dynamics. I was just like, he's using like those, what are those called, sawhorses or whatever they're called? Like you'd use these for like building a construction table or whatever. And is that like a marble top?
Jeez, fancy.
Look at this controller holder. Oh, the Linus Tech Tips, okay, he's gone. Up, goodbye.
Sucks.
Dead to me. Whoa, the cable management, man, don't you care? What can I do to clean this up? Just get rid of it at this point with all those cables.
Jeez, dude.
I'm not trying to be mean, but there's no effort given. Wherever you are in the world, there's an IKEA. You can get, for like literally $5, the little cable management trays that you can buy. It's got the little mount that mounts to the desk, and it's even got hooks here and an area where you can run cables through and zigzag them. That way you can have it all maintained. Get yourself one of these. Again, $5. Seth Zielkowski is still running an FX 6120. Feels bad, man. What does it say? Upgrade to amazing. No. Upgrade to anything. It's clearly he's a composer or something because he's got a keyboard here, which I'm assuming is being captured. There's a guitar over there, so he's clearly a musician. It's time for an upgrade, especially if you want to take your composing serious. If you care enough about your musical instruments, you should care about your computer enough too. This is turning into a Kyle rip thread, so let's just dial it back a little bit. I mean, remember, Kyle hates you in your builds. I don't. Okay? I'm not being mean. I'm being real. I mean, Look, Dutch angle is like fine for maybe a shot, but not every shot being Dutch angle, okay? It's a his and her setup. That's always fun to look at because often his and hers have very different design aesthetics. Clearly this guy was born in the 80s like me. He's got a Vans sticker. Only guys born in the 80s or the 70s care about Vans these days. Anytime I wear my Vans shirt, people are like, you Vans. Shut up, Supreme. Anytime I see someone with a Supreme sticker on their car, I want to pit maneuver them. I can't, okay, so this is the his and hers. I think it's funny how on his desk, he has a picture of them as a couple, and her desk, it's like pictures of things that are not them. I can't tell what's on the other side of this room. I think you guys have done a good job here. I like how his is on the pedestal and hers is on the floor. Jeez, man, chivalry is dead.
I was gonna say, like, buy a bigger stand.
Yeah, like facing forward. Yeah, I mean, you guys are side by side. Don't have a hierarchy amongst your systems here. More Funko Pops.
No pause caps.
Some Fallout stuff. All right, what can we do to make this better? I don't know. I'm not a fan of this cloth hanging in front of the window. Probably did that to diffuse the light a little bit more, but
yeah, I was gonna say maybe a blackout curtain and then just forego the natural light coming through because it's kind of in a weird spot.
Well, it's clearly in their face, and it's obvious that they don't want the lighting in their face. I feel like you've got a lot of attempt here in terms of like design, like decorations, but it kind of looks like it just looks really not thought out very well. Maybe put some floating, like IKEA lac shelves floating over here and put some of those, like the Funko Pops up there and stuff. You know, they've got a lot going on this wall for nothing really, like you got a lot of space there that you're not really utilizing at all. All right, moving on. Wow, I was just saying Dutch angles, right? Does he say anything here? My vault, my sanctuary, my base. My God, what is up with all these dinosaurs? It's like Ross from Friends. It's a paleontologist. Okay, so this is very steampunk. Clearly a case built from scratch. It looks like these are actually soldered or fluxed in there, the copper tubing here. So it looks like this is actual water cooling going through here. All right, good job at confusing the hell out of me on what's happening here with your water cooling.
It's a dope illusion.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell where the flow starts and where the...
This looks like something that came right out of like BioShock. Mm-hmm. This looks very BioShock to me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not digging the dinosaurs, but I think that's just a little bit of a personal choice there. Is that a machete? Oh yeah. I'm gonna assume this is a Halloween decoration. Otherwise, you might want to lay low for a while because you're probably wanted for murder. Cookie cutter husband and wife setup. There's a lot of dual setups here, huh? Okay. So this is, I love this because as somebody who has a wife that is not a gamer, and does not play games, will not play games, has no interest in games, will not entertain my idea of, here's a game you might like. I can appreciate anyone that is a gamer and is willing to take their living room to dedicate to their setup, because I don't know what that's like. I feel like this is a more grown-up version of what we just looked at a minute ago. But I feel like you have a lot of space here that you could do so much more with. Again, you know why people use IKEA for their setup so much? Because it's inexpensive, but it works. It may not be the greatest quality furniture, but when you can get floating lac shelves for 10 bucks, 15 bucks, and they can be, you know, up to like 5 feet or 4 feet long, it gives you a lot of opportunity to really fill out walls like this. Like this one Yoda picture just makes this one wall seem so bare. The build looks good, no surprise there. That all looks great. I feel like if you spent the same amount of effort on your setup, like the entire space, as you did that case and that build, that'd be great. Mother of God. Wink, 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 wink. Got rid of my couch a couple of years ago to maximize the VR space. Jay, what do you think? I think you don't want to sit down, obviously. As to what the carpet is about, since you have these, like, these are like those garage panels that you can buy to put down. So here's his VR space. He's got his controllers hanging on the wall. He's got his lighthouses there. Here's his VR headset, obviously. I can't tell if it's a Pro or not, but either way, it's HTC. I'm really disappointed by this. Like this is just, I mean, I did ask for the best and worst setups, right? In terms of like the management of the cables and stuff, this is pretty bad. Like my VR room, I was just completely anal retentive regarding the wires and stuff. And that's why I ended up having mine just running along the floor, and I had it coming from a position of behind you. That way, you know, every now and then I might have accidentally stepped on it. But there was just no way to have it coming up over the ceiling cleanly, in my opinion. Moved to a new apartment with no space for a desk, and my girlfriend stuck me under the stairs in a built-in cabinet. Handed down 2 GPUs, but looking to upgrade soon. So he's literally forced into a Harry Potter closet. This is Jordan. Wait, what? Why are there like kitchen cabinets in there? And why does the understairs have a window? Is this before? That's a pretty nice place if your understairs area has a built-in cabinet and a window. Oh my God. Luca, to compensate for all the good-looking setups here, I present to you my worst. I feel like even this looks like it's flipping you off. Look at You know, I always call shenanigans on this whole like, I knew I was gonna move so I didn't cable manage. That would mean that you recently built it. Otherwise, it's probably been like this since the day you put this together, and you're using the I was moving as an excuse as to why it looks bad, but when you knew it looked bad all along. Because I've never once put a computer together and was just like, oh, I'm moving, so I'm gonna build a computer setup here, and then just let it become trashed. But I don't see anything here regarding the setup of the case. That looks like, is that the old like carbide? It's the old carbide, huh? Spec 02. Yeah, this is awful. Like, clean your desk, man. What's with the random fedora? Jeremiah Olson says, hi Jay, this is an older pic, but this is mine. A bit older to today's standards with a 1080 Ti. I can hardly remember the other specs. MacBook Pro, Razer gear, and a Philips Hue bulbs, LEDs, a 65-inch OLED, and a Lego Saturn V. That's a spaceship. Which is probably expensive too. I know anything Lego that's like a replica of something is super expensive. It's a clean setup. It's clearly an IKEA desk. It's got a little moon lamp. Is that to scale? Clean setup. I wish I could have seen the other half of the room though. Okay, it was really cool to collect Funko Pops in like 2010. Oh, and he's into Dragon Balls. Okay, we've talked about a lot of cringy ones. Why don't we start looking at some super clean ones? So this is DC Clark, new updated photo. Here we go, here's the setup. The wall is really bare. That's the first thing I noticed, but his lighting is good. I like the edge lighting around his mat here. He's got this Lee & Lee case. I'm liking the violets and kind of ultra violet light that's happening here. It's a big desk, holy cow. That's not an IKEA desk. Look at the size of all the space it's gotta be. That's perfect for like a laptop or something right here. This wall needs something though. For me, I can't just look into a bare wall. Like, that's why I like the floating shelves. I've got my model ships and stuff up there. But something needs to go there, in my opinion. I would have loved to have seen what this setup looked like with the lights on. But from what I can see right here, I'm not seeing wires and stuff hanging down, so that's good. That's a nice, clean, basic build. It's a good setup. I think people can learn some stuff from it. Wow. It's like the key to the city. Still in progress, but getting there. I don't see anything. Do you see anything? So I've been sent pictures of this build so many times. Yeah, it's pretty obvious by now that I've completely lost interest in the Red Dead Redemption 2 build that I was doing, but I do like this box that he built. I like how he's literally sitting on it right here like cosplaying.
That's awesome.
He's not cosplaying, that's just Pandemic 2020 right there. But anyway, it's interesting the way he used this kind of more of a military camo kind of a deal to decorate the wall, because I don't feel like that goes with the whole Red Dead theme. To me, that's more militaristic than Wild West.
Wait, do you make it into the speakers?
Yeah, they're like
I don't think surround sound works now.
No, it doesn't work that way, but it's clear he doesn't have anywhere behind him to put it. I just thought I would show this build only because I have been tweeted this picture so many times of this one right here and this one. Okay, so Ethan Adkins. I tried framing the area with my camping gear and a shelf. I still need to stain the legs of the desk I built, but I can't decide if I should match the desktop or paint them black to match the brackets on the shelf. I like when people ask the specific question. Paint them black or make them match. I would make them match at this point, if you want to know the truth. I think it would look good either way, but maybe black to match. But you're gonna have to distress it maybe, because your table here clearly is distressed. And so you might wanna make them, if they're just all like pretty black, then it may not work. I would maybe go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get yourself the darkest ash stain that you can find, which is nearly black. And if you just layer that up a bunch and do like 3 or 4 coats, you'll make it look black, but you'll retain the wood grain of the wood. So instead of painting it black and covering all that up, I would consider that maybe. Here's an ultra wide shot. The TV is too far away, so I got this for gaming sessions. Oh, look at that. He's got that's clearly a projector screen. Oh yeah, you definitely need a bigger TV, man. Yeah, these cables right here are killing me though. Like, you gotta step over them. I would at least get down one of those channels that you see in like stores and stuff when they have to be a trip hazard for people that want to sue you if you fall down. But I feel like this is almost one of those instances of less is more. Looks like this is a table that is probably pushed into the middle of the room, except for when he's doing VR. He's got a nice setup. This is clear. I think this is IKEA. Yeah, I don't know. Like the characters, I feel like. Wait, are these those characters that you use on like the that Nintendo?
Oh, the Amiibo.
The Amiibo thing? I don't know. This might be the fact that I'm almost 40 years old, but I feel like the characters everywhere is juvenile. But that's just me, I guess. I'm not calling you juvenile. I'm just saying to me, like, if I saw this, I'd be like, oh, this is like a 17-year-old, maybe a girl's room. I don't know. But I just don't personally care. Why are you laughing back there so hard? They asked what I think, and I'm telling them. I'm sorry if that comes off as offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive here. I worked all summer at a chicken plant for this. Do the chickens have large talons? All right, so he worked all summer at a chicken plant for this. This is clearly his racing simulator. I'm assuming this is his bedroom, or maybe that's his grandma's dresser, I'm not sure. Okay, what did he get a participation trophy for? No, I'm just kidding. It's some sort of speedway, I can see that. I'm curious now though, if these are driving trophies.
I hope that's an airsoft gun.
No, that's just Merca.
Yeah, let's just leave it
Merca.
like that. Yeah, that's all good.
Looks like a Logitech G27, which, trust me, if you're serious, work another summer at the chicken plant and get yourself a Fanatec setup. You will thank me later. Logitech is okay.
It's a good starting point.
I don't know if I'd call it a good starting point. To me, a good starting point is Thrustmaster T500. It's better than a controller. Logitech's feedback is awful. It is like the worst in the industry. But I'd rather play on that than nothing. So, okay, this one's mature because at least the posters have a frame. So this is A-Fresh. I wish I could see the rest of the setup. It's very clean. Oh, it says clean, right there. There you go. See, someone agreed.
There you go.
It almost looks like the kind of setup I would expect a MacBook at, but it's a PC and it still fits just as clean. So good job on that, A-Fresh. Rico, my living/gaming room setup. It's an 1800X. Why don't you get yourself a 5000 series coming out? That'd be a huge upgrade for you. Oh, a Thrustmaster T300. See, somebody already gets it. The Aorus X370. Okay, we care less about the tower, but look at that setup though. I love rooms that have these angled walls like this because they do wonders for reverb if you know how to start arranging your room for these angled walls. I really like these what look like sliding shutters here for blocking out all the window light. That looks like something he maybe made himself. Ooh, wine. It's got class. Change that with bourbon and I'm in. Yeah, I like this setup. Everything's pretty clean. I kind of wish these cables were black now because there's a black wall right there. That's a really clean setup. I like it. All currently WIP, work in progress. Okay, not much cable management. I'm too lazy to go through the hardware store. You know what's funny? Like before it goes full screen, this looks like one of those like furniture catalog type photos right here.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Doesn't it? The problem is once you open it up, you realize how much dead space is over here. He said it's a work in progress. He could have clearly fit a much bigger desk there. So I'm really curious as to what is gonna happen on this end. Maybe get yourself a set of Alex drawers, like I did for Little Jay's build, and make a pedestal out of the Alex drawers for your PC here so it's up off the ground. Is that like Socrates? Let me know if I'm right. Is that Socrates or Socrates? All right, so this is Chief. Build yourself a channel for these lights. Trust me, it'll look so much nicer without these things just floating around. Same thing with the corner channel for this cable right here. You've done like 90% of the work to make this a really clean, nice looking setup. All right, last one here. Pascal says, hey, JayzTwoCents, here's my brand new setup, 1 week old, still waiting for the new RAM and the 3080 to arrive. Had to use my old RAM and GPU to get it running. That's all fine. 10900K, greetings from Germany. Okay, let's see the other angles we got here. Look at the flooring. There is so much wood grain going on in here.
This is another picture that looks like one of those like catalog pictures.
Interesting. He's got a webcam pointing behind him. This must be for when he's doing VR because
I think those are Oculus sensors. And he might set forward.
Oh yeah. Yeah, was that an Oculus on the wall? Yeah.
Yeah, CP1.
That's
Okay,
Oculus.
so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Those are
Nice case. Yeah, see I like the textured wall. Like that's like a layer that you can mount to the wall. It's like a real thin like wood. Looks nice. Again, that radiator right there. Things we don't need in SoCal, because it's still gonna be like, what, 35C today? For a second there, I thought this was just a photo inside a GameStop. Dude, that NES collection though, and the SNES collection. Okay, who is this? Tendo. Check mine out. Smiley face. Dude, if that display doesn't date the original Xbox on this kiosk like thing, I don't know what does. Do you know how disappointed I will be if he doesn't stream retro gaming? What did he get first place for? Spending the most on NES titles? Actually, Jay, that's an Olympic medal? Oh. Okay. It's a picture of me, so I have to at least, hey, we're in the same shirt. Ooh, shirtception. Here's my work from home gaming living room. Use it a game at the desk, on the TV, or in VR. My keyboard management is as good as I can make it. I think having an autonomous desk, what do you think? It needs a little something here to break it up. The wood floors always give a nice tone too. He has room for a much bigger desk. You know, the autonomous desk, you can mount any top you want to that. Go to IKEA and get yourself one of the big tabletops or something, or just get a nice piece of wood and stain it or whatever, and you can get a bigger desk out of it and make it match maybe some of the other wood tones in your living room here. Yeah, that is the best looking dude right there. Why is there a Volvo grill above your? Wait, you have a Volvo grill but a picture of a Senna. Are you a McLaren fan or are you a Volvo fan? Because I am really confused right now. Wait, and this is the start. Okay, Jurassic Park. This looks like a visual representation of what my head sounds like. Yeah, there is so much happening here. Sometimes people just feel comfortable in this kind of a claustrophobic sort of a feel. This is why I asked for the cleanest and worst room setups, because I know as well as the next guy. That's super clean, everything has its place, everything is like perpendicular to each other and everything is perfectly measured. A room like that makes someone who likes a room like this uncomfortable, and vice versa. And you know what? He probably knows where every single thing is in this room. Just like this studio looks like this room, but in a bigger scale because we work in it so much, I know where everything is. So with that, that's where we're gonna go ahead and end it, guys. Thanks for watching this week's, or this month's, whatever version of this. There's so many, and it's hard. I wish I could do this all the time, and it's just, I don't want to burn you guys out on it, but we get hundreds and hundreds. I think we got over 1,000 comments on this one alone. So obviously we can't sit here for 5 hours doing this and only touch a few of them. So we'll do this again in a few weeks. I'm probably gonna do this, like I said, about twice a month is what we've been doing. If you guys wanna have a chance of getting in on the next one, make sure you're following me on Twitter. It's just @JayzTwoCents as normal. I will put the tweet out there with a hashtag that you guys use to tag your photos. Like you see here, it was Jay, what do you think too? And maybe you guys have a chance of getting in on the next one. Well, I don't know what the next theme is gonna be, but you guys never seem to disappoint. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Well, he's got an oscilloscope and stuff, so what is he making? Oscilloscope? Oscilloscope. Oscilloscopy. Oscilloscopy.